Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Follow Me, I'm a Foodie India. Today, we have an amazing video from Kolkata. We are eating at all of the most epic places that you told us to eat.
We're starting our day at Indian Coffee House. Next, we're heading to Mitra Cafe for fried fish. Then we're going to Arsalan for Mughlai kebabs and Biryani. Finally, we're finishing our day with Kathi rolls and egg devil.
It's time for the biggest food adventure we've ever had. Let's go eat. So we just got to our first stop of the day, which is the Indian Coffee House, and I had no idea, but this is surrounded by schools. So I'm not exaggerating when I say there are millions of books and hundreds of book vendors all around us. I guess that's why there's a coffee house here, so people can come take a little break, do a little study, and get a little kick from the coffee. Let's go try it out.
I love coffee, so when we had the chance to visit a heritage coffee house in Kolkata, I knew we had to. This place opened in 1876 and it looks like they haven't changed a thing. That makes me so happy because this place just looks amazing. It's really, really cool. We're up here on the second story. There are a lot of steps to get here, but I bet it's gonna be worth it. It is. This is so good. This does remind me of home. It's got more of like an English kind of Western feel to it. I love chai. Chai is still my number one, but this is so great.
Joy went with some hot coffee, but I went with cold coffee because that's my favorite. The last time I had it was in Delhi at Nepal's, and I absolutely love that. Let's see if this is as good. Oh, this is better. Wow, this is dark and rich and bitter, but still deliciously sweet. Nice and cold. Man, this is hitting the spot for me. This is really incredible coffee. I understand why every table in this place is booked now, because this is really amazing. After some delicious coffee, it's time to eat some breakfast. We ordered an omelet. I know that's not something you guys normally eat for breakfast, but it really feels like a little touch of home to me. We ordered the chicken omelet, so it's got chicken, it's got onions, tomatoes, all kinds of veggies. It looks like it's perfectly cooked. I can't wait to try this bad boy. Wow, big pieces of chicken here. Oh my gosh. Man, that is some of the best eggs I have had in a really long time.
This looks really good. When Chad ordered an omelet, I was really surprised. Like, why would you do that in India? But I'm glad he did. So glad he did.
That chicken is juicy and delicious. The omelet has so much moisture and flavor. It's got crunch, it's got a tiny bit of spice. Man, this is really good.
I love the crunch from the vegetables in here. It is packed with veggies. Not a ton of different kinds, but there's a lot of onions and lots of chili. Man, we are going to be eating a ton of really famous Kolkata food today, but I kind of want to order some more from here.
This is the longest we've ever been out of the country, and this kind of just gives me that little home feel. Coffee, omelet, nice breakfast with my beautiful wife. This is so much fun. After some incredible coffee and an amazing breakfast, we hopped in one of these really cool heritage cabs, and now we're headed to Mitra Cafe for something I've been looking forward to for a really long time, Kabiraji.
Never seen anything made like this before. The fish is already fried and then they lay it in some hot oil and sprinkle scrambled eggs across, and they keep doing that until there is a perfect simmering scrambled egg just right on top of the oil, and then they fold the fish in it. This looks so crazy. This is the flakiest thing I've ever seen. I cannot wait to take a bite. I'm gonna try it without anything added to it first.
This is something that I have really been looking forward to for a long time. When we knew we were coming to Kolkata, this is something that was on our list the very first thing. I'm really excited about this one. Let's get it. I'm gonna mix it in some of this incredible mustard sauce here.
The fish is a really thin piece of fish, but it's perfect for the amount of airy texture that's on here. I love the spice that this has, but really the fish is just super creamy, really delicious, and I love the flakiness of the egg. I've never had anything like it.
That egg on the outside gets so crunchy and delicious. I am amazed at how delicious this is.
I'm gonna try with this mustard chutney here, and a little bit of freshness for onion, and That adds so much. It seems so simple, but the textures and the flavors, the fresh and the fried is so good together.
This fish has quite a kick to it. I was surprised, but there's a little bit of spice building here. This is really, really good.
Their specialty here is the fish, but it was so good we decided to get a mutton too. I'm gonna put this straight into the mustard chutney because that was so good.
This one looks really, really good. I am so excited. I love the fish, but as much as I love mutton, I think this is gonna have to be my favorite. I guess we'll find out in just a minute. That's where it's at.
Again, the flavors here are just so crazy. The mutton itself is really, really creamy.
That mutton flavor, man, it's a little bit oily. It's got the perfect texture to it. Incredible flavor. And then of course, you get that great crunch. I mean, you just cannot go wrong with this.
This is blowing my mind. This is a little bit spicier than the fish. I don't think I can pick a favorite though. I love all of the fresh herbs that are cooked into this as well. This is really amazing.
I absolutely love this one. Definitely my favorite of the two, but both were amazing. I'm so glad that we stopped at Mitra for these. I understand why they're so famous for them now. Really, really good. So our last item here is a special diamond fry, and I'm always surprised by the hospitality of these Indian restaurants here. They brought this out because they said it's one of their specialties and they really wanted to try it. We're so grateful for that. So let's get this thing a try. This looks incredibly crunchy. Wow. That is so good. That's even better than the fish Kabiraji. I think where I'm picking up most of that flavor is actually the outside. That is a really, really nice crunchy batter. And then when you mix that tender, flaky fish into it, I mean, it's just the whole package. So we just made it to Arsalan Park Circus, and we're in a little fruit market just right around the corner. I'm so excited about Arsalan. It's one of the most famous spots in all of Kolkata. They do an incredible kebab, and then the biryani. That's what they're the most famous for. Let's go try some out. So the first thing that we're having at Arsalan is their world famous biryani. Now the one thing that we've learned about Kolkata style biryani is that it comes with aloo or potato and a boiled egg. That's the big differentiator from the others. It's also a little lighter from what I've heard, but I haven't got to try it yet. We ordered chicken, which was a really hard decision because we really wanted mutton, but we're eating so much mutton today, we decided we better go chicken. I can't wait to try this. Let's just get into it. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely just peel off the bone tender. All right, I think this is the way I'm supposed to do it. So I'm gonna go rice, egg, potato, and chicken all in one bite. Are you ready? Because I am. Oh my goodness.
I am so excited for this. We have been craving biryani since we landed here in Kolkata. So I'm gonna do just like Chad did, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of rice, potato, and some egg. There's no way to make a small bite out of this. Wow. It's so aromatic. It almost has a floral kind of taste to it, and the egg just makes this bite so creamy.
The rice is light and fragrant. The chicken is absolutely to die for. And then you throw in that potato, and the potato has way more flavor than I thought it would. But the real surprise here is that boiled egg. I don't love boiled eggs, but in this, with this mixture here, I think it's fantastic.
Man, the seasoning on this chicken, it's so delicious. It's not super spicy. It's not really crazy packed with seasoning, but whatever they did marinate it in, whatever they've been soaking it in, whatever all of this has been stewing in, just makes it such a perfect bite.
So this chicken, this potato, this rice, this combo is some of the best biryani that I have ever had in my life. This is really, really good. Now it's time for the Arsalan special kebab, and we decided to go with mutton on this The thing that makes this so incredible is it's just covered in cheese. This thing is really covered in cheese though. I mean, like, there's as much cheese as there is meat, and I am here for it. I love cheese. I can't imagine what this is gonna taste like, and I don't have to imagine for very much longer, because here we go. Wow. That is a cheese overload. I absolutely love that.
When I was watching them make this, they have a big bowl of cheese and egg to keep it stuck on the outside of this meat. And then they've got lots of seasoning in there just to infuse the flavors of the cheese and the mutton. So I'm just gonna dive in for a big old bite here.
There's just so much amazing cheese surrounding this really charred, delicious mutton kebab. It's almost too much cheese though, and that's coming from a person who didn't think there was any such thing as too much cheese.
That is so good. The mutton is amazing. You really don't taste any egg in there. I think it's just to hold all of this together. I normally would think that having this much cheese on the outside is just way too much, but I think the egg helps kind of calm that down a little bit. And then the seasoning they add to that, and then the marinated mutton. This is so good.
I'm gonna try another bite. I'm gonna go a little less cheese this time because I really want to be able to taste that charred, beautiful mutton. Man.
I'm gonna add some of these fresh onions, a little bit of cilantro on here, and a tiny bit of chutney. Let's see how this is. This is so tender, so amazing. Adding all of these fresh elements just elevates the flavor so much. This is delicious bite of mutton all by itself, but this whole package is just incredible.
This might not be for everybody. If you don't absolutely love cheese, I'd say maybe, maybe not. If you're like me though and you love cheese, you have got to get this.
The next thing we're having is a reshmi fish kebab. This is marinated in a special sauce. And first thing I'm noticing right off the bat is it's just falling apart as I pick it up. I'm just going for a nice bite. This is thick, white, it looks so juicy. My mouth is watering. Holy crap. That is probably the single best bite of fish I've ever had. Tiny bit lemony on the inside. Buttery on the outside. So flaky but so thick at the same time. And then there's little tiny bits of peanut that I'm kind of picking up. But the tandoor has charred and just left an incredible flavor on this. This is amazing.
I love fish so much, and these are humongous chunks. That is not what I expected when we ordered this, but I am pleasantly surprised. These look absolutely incredible. And one thing that I'm excited about here is that they have pickled vegetables to go on top. I love some acidity with my fish, so this is gonna be so good. I can tell this is gonna be amazing. Wow.
One of the things I like about this is the subtlety of the lemon. Chad likes putting a ton of lemon on his seafood, and I don't like that at all. I think it takes away from the taste, but this just really helps enhance the taste of the fish, and it is so good.
The tenderness and flakiness of this fish is incredible. The next thing you pick up on is the marinade. It does give you a slight acidity, and there's a little bit of nuttiness, but the char really accents the mildness of the fish here, and this is just an amazing bite. These kebabs are fantastic. I understand why this place is so famous for their kebabs. They are doing it right. Anytime you get a portion like this, I mean, how lucky are we to be having this right now in Kolkata?
We just made it to Kusum Roll, and this was a really difficult decision because when you're coming to Kolkata, you have to have some Kathi rolls. So we had to decide between Nizam's, who invented it, or Kusum, who you guys said is the best. So of course we had to choose the best. So let's go get some rolls.
egg double chicken roll and an egg double mutton roll. We're starting with the egg double chicken. First things first, this flaky paratha here looks absolutely incredible, and this thing is piping hot. I am so excited to finally be eating a Kathi roll.
This is so juicy. It's dripping here at the bottom and it smells spicy. I'm so excited about my first bite.
That is so good. The chicken is incredible. It's got a lot of spice to it. I don't know if it's the sauce that they put on or the veggies or what, but this is one of the spicier Kathi rolls that we've had.
It is spicy and it's delicious. The chicken is so tender, and this Kathi roll with the egg is just so nice and fluffy, but still flaky on the outside. And then the chilies that they put in here are amazing. This is so good. My mouth keeps watering as I'm talking, so I'm just gonna go in for another bite.
Kolkata didn't just invent the Kathi roll, they absolutely perfected it. This is literally perfection in a paratha. I am so happy with this. God, it's good. I love chicken, but when it comes to Kathi rolls, I am a mutton man. This thing is packed full of it. Let's get it. It's so good.
Let's go in for a huge bite.
I'm really impressed with this mutton. It's way more tender than I expected it to be. It is incredibly fall apart in your mouth tender with just a little bit of smokiness. I almost wonder if they cooked this in a tandoor. I'm not really sure. However they did it really well. This is so good.
The mutton is a lot more tangy than the chicken. It's almost like it's infused with lime or something. The spice is not as crazy hot like I thought it was gonna be. This is a really great bite, but I think I like the chicken a little bit better.
This is definitely my favorite. I know you said that you like the chicken one better. I don't even know how that's possible. This one is so much better. Spicy, a little bit sour, tangy, crunchy, soft, delicious mutton rolls. Man, you gotta come to Kusum if you hadn't had this before. These are really top class rolls.
We're here at Alan's Kitchen, which is another heritage restaurant. They've been open since 1882, so let's go see what all those years of experience have taught them.
We've made it to Alan Kitchen. We have a couple things left to eat. The first thing we're gonna have is the Dimmer Devil, and I had this one time in the US, absolutely loved it. I've been really wanting to try it again ever since. This is another one of those Bengali specialties that we came here for. That is so incredible.
Next to biryani, this is the thing I've been looking forward to the most today, so let's just get in for a big bite. Super creamy. A little bit sweet. A little bit spicy now. Now I'm tasting some of the crunch from the vegetables and the mutton.
That's a lot of egg, but it is nice and mild compared to that kind of spicy, delicious mutton on the inside here. I love the crunch and the soft texture of the egg, and then the softer texture of the mutton. Everything is so good. What brings all of it together is this mustard sauce.
I thought there was a chance it was going to be a little bit too eggy and overpower the flavor of the mutton, but they did such a great job adding so much flavor into this. It's so good.
These guys are famous for two things, the Dimmer Devil and then the cutlets. And the shrimp cutlet is like the specialty of the house. This looks absolutely incredible. Shrimp filled and then just battered and fried. It looks so golden and delicious. I'm excited. That is so good. Wow, that is one of the best batters I have ever had in my life.
It's got a nice big piece of shrimp in that bite. The outside of this is fried so well, and the shrimp has this kind of buttery smoothness to it. It's just excellent. They had the master fryer do this, who has been here doing it his whole life. I love how crunchy it is. I was a little bit concerned when the plate came out and there wasn't a bunch of stuff to dip it in, but it doesn't need anything. This is just excellence, exactly how it is.
You could surround anything with that batter and it would taste amazing, but when you do it with a nice fresh piece of shrimp, it is absolutely phenomenal. This is the last thing we're having today. Absolutely one of my favorites. These are really good cutlets. I understand why this place is so busy. I know I've been saying this a lot lately, but I think I have a new favorite video. This was absolutely amazing. The Bengali food was incredible. The Mughlai food was so good. It was just one of those days that I'm going to remember for a very long time. Kolkata, you did us right.
Yeah, you did. This place was amazing. Again, it was very hard to pick a favorite. I don't want to have to pick a favorite, but that's part of what we do. So, what was your favorite?
Whew, man, that is really, really hard.
That's why I asked you to go first.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna have to go with the mutton Kabiraji. It was all really, really good, but that stood out to me. Crunchy, oily, meaty, smoky, just everything about that was so good. What about you? What was your favorite?
That was amazing, but I think my favorite has to be the fish kebab from Arsalan. That was so good. I did not expect it to be that good, and I was just blown away.
Yeah, Biryani was maybe second. I don't know. I just love so many things, but at the end of the day, you gotta go with what your stomach tells you, and it told me Kabiraji. So if you like this video, please like, please subscribe, click that bell for notifications, and definitely be on the lookout for more videos. We got a lot more coming from Kolkata, even though we're gonna put out some from Lucknow first. So keep watching.